So what's she look like inside?
Well, she's pretty raw and in a basic state, I would say. Yeah, the owner's left her as is. So I'll come aboard and have a look if that's probably the best thing.
You don't need your sunglasses.
No, I don't need my sunglasses. The tree keeps knocking them off. So we'll go for a little wander inside.
Okay, show me around then, Mo.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a climb up, a little awkward again. So step onto the engine hatch. So you come down here, we've got a nice little chart table. The engine's under here. Just lift up the hatch. I reckon it's a good old donk. Little bit of rust on her and stuff, but I reckon the old ones are the good ones, and they'll probably turn over. Hasn't been turned over for a little while though. Batteries and electronics, you can see it's a tidy install, but a little bit sort of agricultural. So
what have we got down there? We've got a little wood burning stove?
Yeah, I haven't actually had a peek, but yeah, nice little wood or coal, multi-fuel. So imagine sink, little burner, little bit of chest work around the fire.
She's fairly beamy, isn't she?
Yeah, we've got plenty of space in the cockpit, as you saw, nice and safe as well. Not a bad headroom, not full height, but yeah, very livable. Got a nice little berth that you could use here, settee berth, 2 berths up forward. I think we've even got some sails here, which is good.
Are they tan coloured or are they?
Good question. Let's have a look. Yep, tan coloured sails. A reasonable nick.
Hey, they look pretty good.
Oh, they're better than mine.
Better than mine as well.
Yeah, I have little pinprick holes. There's a little one there, but that looks pretty good. A little bit of air on them, a little bit of discoloration from being used, but there's a little blue colour in there. So you've got everything. You've got rigging, you've got sails, got cushions. They fit. They're all dry still. You know, she's been laid up quite well. She hasn't been used for a while, but she's been laid up. Yeah, anchor. I've got all the bits and bobs. Look at a nice pair of cushions as well. Nice little quarter berth seat there. Bit of stowage underneath the sink.
Do you know, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No. It's most definitely a project, but it's a workable project.
So whose bright idea was it to sell it for 99 pence then?
I'm afraid that I have to put my hand up to that. It's something we do on other sites before, and it's worked quite well as a bit of a marketing scheme for the owners. We want to create interest. We don't want this boat to go to the scrap. We need this to be sold and have another 30 years of life at least, minimum. And I know the owner quite well, so you know, want to do him a favour, and he did agree he needs to get rid of it. He doesn't want to incur any more costs from the yard. So yeah, it's a good scheme to get it going and get interest, which has worked.
And what do you reckon it's going to cost to do her up on a basic, say a basic refit?
Any boat is a money pit really, and a wooden boat is slightly more. So I mean, you've got to be realistic, and minimum of 10, 20, 30 grand I think you'd be looking at. But she floats. As you can see, we've got a few planks up here that need replacing before she goes in the water. We had one client that wanted to know if she'd float down to the West Country, and I had to say no. I don't think it'd be better to put her on a truck, to be honest, if you wanted to get her down there straight away. But you know, I think, you know, a couple of months work here, get her seaworthy again, get her in, get her in the water and take up the planking and stuff. But, you know, you're planking up here.
There's a few holes, isn't there? But
yeah.
not that many.
No, bit more caulking. I think that one's going there. You can see. So one, that's quite solid. Well, 1, 2, 3, straight away. There's a fourth there, and a couple this side up here. So, you know, I think, but mainly up in the barrier area, up high, so that looks like a freshwater ingress from scuppers and stuff has caused that, rather than below the waterline.
Okay, and what's she called?
Sussie Rose is her name. I'm not sure how far that goes back. We haven't dug into her history of the boat at all. I've had very little from the owner, so it's been a bit of a go write the history as we've put her on the site for 10 days.
Okay, and how long did he own her?
He's had her for about 10 years, I think. Yeah, okay. And he's done all the work himself on it since then. Has
he just lost interest in sailing, or is there something else?
He's moved away and he's gone a bit more inland with his family as he's got older, and he's retired now. So you know, this sort of thing needs a bit of energy to put into it if you're doing it yourself. So yeah, it's just time for him to call it quits and move on and move the project on to someone who's going to love him again.
And what sort of interest have you had on your site?
Well, we've had over 5,000 hits on the site to date, and I've been fending off emails from about 5 to 10 clients, really. I think one of them sort of pulling out because of the timescale that it's ending soon. Would like to get a surveyor in and get an idea of realistic costs, which I can see that is a big point, and you should be sensible when you're taking this on. So we're just going to wait and see how many serious bidders there are.
So Mo, the auction's going to end in about a couple of hours' time.
Yeah.
What's going to happen if you've got no bidders?
As you've just seen, as I've been talking to you now, I've just had a contact on Facebook that want to be informed about the boat after the auction if she isn't sold. So we'll have various contacts to follow up. If something will happen to her, I can't tell you what yet, but we'll keep you informed. Keep watching your space.